Meet Ezra. He's an 8-year-old with a lot of energy who loves to hike national parks, explore caves, and play with cords. And his little brother Simon loves his cat and his cars. My husband and I have 5 kids, and our 2 youngest are on the autism spectrum, Ezra and Simon. When they were newborns, we had no idea that they were on the autism spectrum. Now, when we look back on that home video, I can see traits of autism. 0 days to 3 months old. Signs of autism in a newborn. Ezra is nonverbal with level 3 autism, and Simon has level 1 autism. We'll be sharing home video from our home to yours of our 2 sons. The first has a difficult time with overstimulation. Now, all newborns get overstimulated. Light will bother them. They're learning how to make eye contact and focus. But at 3 months old, Ezra had a really cute moment with his great grandma. She's holding him and cooing him, and she's giving him loves and kisses.
Oh, go get him the marble. Go get him the marble.
As I was taking this video, all I could think of was how memorable and wonderful this little video is, because this is his great grandma who's holding him and obviously adoring him. I had no idea that he was actually showing an autistic trait, even at 3 months old. But he was. Her face is so overstimulating for my little baby that he looks away every time. Now, don't get me wrong, it's expected to have babies look away sometimes. But if your baby always looks away, even when they're 3 months old, they never ever look at you and they always look away when you're giving them that attention, it could be that they're overstimulated. And if that's the case, then that is a sign of possible autism. My 3 older kids who are not autistic, when they were about 3 months old, they would try and grab my face. When I got in their face, they thought it was funny, and they would try and grab my nose and grab my lip. They wouldn't be like Ezra is in this video where he's just turning away all the time. So I hope you can see the contrast in these babies' behavior. Please put in the comments if you know another sign of autism in babies. We're not going to go over every possible sign. Please put your thoughts below. You never know who you might bless just by posting a comment. Sign 2. Don't enjoy being held. When Ezra was a little newborn, he was very content in his crib or in his little bassinet. If he needed me to feed him or change his diaper, or if he was uncomfortable, then he would cry. He didn't just want to be held. He liked being on his own. And for me, having 3 kids before, I noticed that. I thought that was very odd behavior, that a little baby didn't always want to be held, because my 3 older ones always wanted me to hold him. But especially when he hit 3 months old, he didn't really care about cuddling. Unless he was about to fall asleep, he didn't really want to be held. If your baby seemingly doesn't like being held, please take them to a pediatrician. Take them to a family doctor and get them checked out. And if they find nothing physically wrong, then it could be a sign of possible autism. Parents out there, I can't say this enough, an autistic diagnosis for your child is not a death sentence. Your child has been who they've been their whole life. Now, if you have a diagnosis, you understand them better. You can help them better. You can support them better. Hey, look at this. We gotta distract him with something and then take from behind and just put it in his mouth, and he's eating it. Look. If our YouTube channel and our videos do anything, I hope they help to demolish and destroy the negative stigma around getting a child diagnosed with autism. If they're autistic and you teach them that they can accept that about themselves and love them unconditionally, not only in spite of, but because of their autism, because of who they are, that will be a blessing in their life. Sign 3, a very content baby. Whenever I hear from my friend that their baby, newborn baby, is just so content, I think of autism. Mainly because my 3 older kids were not content babies. Marie was a little bit more content. She never even took a pacifier. But still, she wanted so much attention. Even as a newborn, Ezra was such an easy baby. He would sleep a long time. He wouldn't really require that much attention. He seemingly enjoyed being alone more than being with me, which I felt was a little odd for a newborn. And I remember thinking, I have the most content baby in the world. I have a handful of friends who have autistic kids, and with every single conversation I've had with them, they've all mentioned, oh yeah, my autistic child as a baby was very content. A very content baby. He didn't really seem to need my attention, or need me to pick him up, or need me to entertain him. I'm sure it's not the case with everyone. This isn't just like a hard, fast rule. but it is a sign of possible autism, especially if this doesn't change as they grow up. If you're wondering whether or not your child is autistic, then please see a professional. Only after a professional assessment will you know for sure whether or not your child's autistic. And if you're looking for more signs of autism, we have a free PDF and a link in the description below. So click the link in the description below. My autistic kids, they are an amazing, important part of our family, and we wouldn't be complete without them. If you're a parent that is really worried that your baby, your child might be autistic, it's my personal opinion that autistic people bring a light and unique perspective that the world needs more of. When I held Ezra for the first time, there were fireworks going on outside my hospital door, and I just felt that this child was special and that he was pure, and I've never stopped feeling that way. Have things been harder in my life and more difficult because I have a level 3 autistic child? Yes. I'm not going to lie to you. Yes. It's been very difficult. We're still working on potty training. I can't wait until we get that video out because that means that we will be successful. It has been a long ride, people. It has been years, 5 years of doing potty training. But Ezra is learning. We're never going to give up on him, ever. He is progressing. And to see those milestones that come at his pace when they come, and to celebrate with him the achievements that he makes, has been a huge blessing and given us a perspective that I really wish more people in this world had. So please believe me when I say, if you have an autistic child, you're in good company. Okay, enough about that. Here's the last sign. Sign 4 is limited eye contact. One of the first things I noticed about Ezra when he hit the 3-month mark was that he didn't give me that social smile, that awareness eye contact. He would always look at my lips. I actually have video of him looking directly at my lips. He was very young. He used to do this as a newborn. He would look at my lips or he would turn away. So if I was trying to get Ezra's attention as a newborn, a lot of times he would look away. But if I was really still or maybe just talking to him and not moving very much, then I caught him looking at my lips and not looking me in the eye, even between the ages of 0 and 3 months. When my husband and I sold our house and moved into an RV full time, and I thought that we'd gone crazy, and yes, everyone in our family pretty much thought that too. But while we were in that RV, we had really special moments. Simon was only 1-year-old at the time, and Ezra was 5. We learned a lot in that RV. And we still haven't posted all of our national park videos. So please consider subscribing so you don't miss out on a video. Here's 12 signs of autism in a 1-year-old, and here's our autism playlist. Remember, if you have an autistic child, you're in good company.